finally doing a midweek vid for you guys. So update on the seeded lawn, so the renovation project. So as you can see, looking not too bad at all. It's now day number 13 on this lawn. So 13 days ago we renovated it, top dressed it, aerated it, put some seed down, went absolutely nuts with it. If you guys missed that video, go back a couple of videos. But it is coming along, like it's really starting to grow. It actually is in need of a cut soon because it is getting so flipping long. But you know, there's still a couple of thin areas with the seed. But a couple of days ago I did do an overseed before we got a bit of rain. Now I know a lot of Australia got like 100 mil, 200 mil, like along the coast, New South Wales coast, even in Queensland they got heaps of rain. We only got about 15 mil here, which was good for me because the seed didn't get washed away, but we still need a lot more rain in this area. But it's really thickening up. These areas here, they look thin on camera, because they've only just got newly germinated stuff as well, and there's like little new seedlings coming up just this morning in a couple of areas. So I did overseed these areas again earlier on. At day 10 is generally when I always overseed my yard if I'm using ryegrass or tall fescue, any of those cool season grasses that seem to germinate within 5 to 7 days. Generally about day 10 to 12 I like to do an overseed on the thinner areas. So what I do when I'm overseeding, I don't get the broadcast spreader out or the drop spreader and put some more seed out. What I do is I get a bucket, and then what I do, like a bit of seed like this, chuck it in there, and then I basically just mix it in together like so. And then what I do is I'll take it to an area like this, which is thin, and this area here actually did get a little bit of wash the other day, and something like a cat or something has been like digging here, I don't know, it's not a bird. Anyway, and basically just chuck out the seed with the sand or soil, whatever you're using, out like that. Just in your thinner areas, because if nothing's germinated by day 10 to 12, or it's a thin spot, good chance is that you're gonna have to chuck some more seed down in those spots. Now if you're using Kentucky bluegrass, or even some of the warm season grasses like Kikuyu or Cooch, I would be waiting until at least day 30 until you do an overseed, unless you got heaps of seed germinating a little bit earlier, because your soil temps are optimal. But yeah, the thing is with germination on seed, you don't always get perfect germination. You just, some areas will be thinner. It could have been because they dried out while you're watering it. I mean, there's so many variables to it, but best thing to do is just do exactly this. Now the thing is with coots and stuff as well, if there's slightly thin areas and Kikuyu, you don't need to go too crazy because they are creeping grasses and they will move sideways. But something like fescue or ryegrass is a bunch type grass, and it's basically going to tiller out. One plant does tend to get to about that size, but it's not going to spread sideways like your Cooch, Kikuyu, even your Kentucky bluegrass will spread sideways. So make sure you keep that in mind if you are thinking about overseeding. Last week's video I showed you guys, this area here had washed, so I'd put some more seed down. Now you can see that there's a lot more coming up and germinating now, which is awesome. Now I've had a couple of seeds pop up today as well. Here we go, a couple through here. Look at all that. That is only 3 days old. This is why I love ryegrass, because it goes bananas, like it goes absolutely nuts. So only a little bit thin through here now, but I can see a little bits of germination, like really tiny bits, which you probably can't even see that on camera. But we basically have no bare spots in the yard now, so I shouldn't need to overseed again. We'll find out after I do my first mow, probably in about a week's time. I'm gonna hold off for a bit. But yeah, generally also, when you wanna do your first mow with these types of grass, generally when the grass is about 2.5 inches long, so like up towards 50 mil, is when you want to aim to do your first mow, because that means your root system is going to be strong enough to withstand a mower cutting it. Now I haven't decided yet if I'm going to use the rotary or the real mower. I'll figure out when I get there. I really want to use a real mower, but I might have to use a rotary. Also, I've been like pedantic as with this too, so I've been coming out a couple of times a day, checking to see if any spots are dry. This is the thing you got to do when you overseed an area, is make sure it does not dry out. If you're just waiting for your lawn to come back from renovation, like the Tiff Tuff, the Cooch over here, I only been watering this once per day, and just a quick hand water just to stimulate some growth. Still using the hose link here with the easy flow as well, with that liquid kelp and the wetting agent in there. And look at this, man, it's come back really well. This is only day 5 since I absolutely smothered that with sand, and it's nearly ready for a mow. You see, probably on Saturday I'll do a video on this lawn. I'll give it a mow, might even get the brush out on the Protea and brush that sand back in a little bit as well. See what happens, depends on the weather and how much rain we get. So here's just a quick before and after for you. So here's the after, and I'll tell you what, it has definitely grown in the last 13 days. It's going nuts. All right, so the back seems to be growing a lot more than the front. I'd say because it's not as windy out here, so it's holding a lot more moisture, and it is absolutely like loving it. Look at that. This is absolutely nuts. So here's a before of this yard, and here's an after for you guys to see just the difference in 13 days, sorry. 13 days is nothing when you think about growing seed. But yeah, look how thick some of this stuff is. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, that is beautiful. The whole yard will be like that really soon. Thinnest spots are obviously where there was absolutely no grass at all, but I did overseed here again, and there's heaps more germinating in these areas as well. So mate, I'm getting excited. It's looking good. Just one more thing, this area here hasn't had as good germination because it is getting flooded. So that is a quick tip. If you are watering your lawn a lot to get the seed to come up, make sure you do not flood it. It's a little bit of a low spot there, so the water sits there for a bit longer, so the seed's just struggling to germinate a bit more. Now we've had a few days where it's only been sprinkling rain, and it's kept moist because the temps have dropped down. They're starting to get a lot more germination in there now, but I did have to chuck some extra seed out in those areas as well. So don't flood it because your seed won't come up very well. Now technically I shouldn't really be walking on this lawn, but it's gonna be fine. Like, I'm not walking on it all the time. Like, you try to keep traffic off it as much as you can when you're trying to get some seed to come through, but it's fine to walk on it to overseed. And if you need to get something out of the shed, like, don't stress out about it too much. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap the video up in a second, but I just wanna show you guys some drone shots of before and after as well, just to show you guys how it's looking from up above. And generally from above you can see where the really bare areas are. Always seems to show the worst spots, but yeah, it's definitely coming along. So pretty stoked on it. So keep an eye out on the channel. I'll keep you guys updated with the seed obviously, and also with the tiff tuff out the front, how the renovation's going with that. But yeah, I'm just keen to get back into mowing this lawn using these new mowers and just loving it. Thanks guys so much for watching, really appreciate it. Just so you guys know, I've been getting a lot of questions about consultations and turf maintenance plans and stuff lately. You can purchase them on my website under lawntips.net/plans and consultations. I'll have a link down below, but feel free to email me any questions if you want to know how that all works, or if you just want to ask a quick question. I'm still happy to help you guys out. Just might take a little bit longer because I do prioritize the guys that are paying and getting consultations. But yeah, really appreciate that. I do have like little seeding plans and turf plans there as well, which don't have any consultation tied alongside them. It just tells you how to seed your lawn and what steps, when you can mow it, when you can put herbicide on it, etc. So that's all there on the website as well. Just thought I'd let you know because I've been getting a lot of emails about it recently. But yeah, thanks guys so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and you have a good week. How did you open the door? Get out of it.